Congressman Bob Good here with your weekly Good News for Washington. I want to start with just thanking you for the privilege of being your congressman. This week, we passed on the House floor the NDAA, the National Defense Authorization Act, and I want to give credit to Republicans across the conference. We had a really strong amendment process where we brought some very conservative amendments to defund the abortion travel policy, to defund transgender surgeries, to fight against the climate extremism in the military and diversity, equity, inclusion, CRT, and those sorts of things. So a good conservative NDAA funding our military, but yet not basing our military on climate extremism and diversity, equity, inclusion, and a social experiment, but to focus on lethality, force readiness, and effectiveness. I did a press conference this week with Live Action, recognizing the 2-year anniversary of the Roe v. Wade decision being overturned with the Dobbs decision. Still, unfortunately, abortion continues to kill nearly 1 million babies a year in our country. It's the #1 killer. So we've got to continue to battle for life from conception. I'm going to continue to work to be a leader in that respect here in the House. Pleased with the Supreme Court's ruling just today. The bump stock ruling, the Supreme Court ruled that bump stocks don't make a firearm into a machine gun, and so that was a good ruling by the Supreme Court, further protecting our Second Amendment rights. This administration, this Biden administration, wants to move to gun registration and gun confiscation. That is their ultimate goal. We've got to fight against any efforts to diminish our Second Amendment privileges, our Second Amendment rights. We also passed on the House floor this week a resolution to hold Merrick Garland, the Attorney General, to hold him in contempt of Congress for his failure to comply with a subpoena. And the Constitution gives us in the House oversight responsibility for the executive branch, including the Department of Injustice under Merrick Garland. My bill, the Protecting Student Athletes' Economic Freedom, passed out of our Education Workforce Committee, and hopefully it will be taken up on the floor soon. And what this bill would do is determine that student athletes cannot be classified as employees of their university or of their conference. We need to maintain the amateur status of student athletes and not make them employees and subject to being organized or unionized as well. I chaired a health, employment, labor, and pensions, my subcommittee this week, where we challenged Biden administration's NLRB, National Labor Relations Board, and their efforts to push a biased pro-union agenda. We need to continue to stand up for right to work and to push back against that. We're doing that in my committee, my subcommittee. Our Budget Committee held a hearing this week about the challenges facing Social Security and Medicare, and how they're both on track to become insolvent in the next few years if Congress doesn't take action. We've got to do everything we can to preserve and protect Social Security and Medicare for our seniors and those who are near retirement. Once again, thanks for letting me be your congressman. God bless.